Copyright is the legal right to be the only producer or seller of a book, play, film, or record for a specific length of time. Copyright is a form of intellectual property as patents, trademarks, and trade secrets are applicable to any expressible forms of an idea or information that's sharing to public. Why is this law established? Because when printing was first invented, the act of copying became much easier and many people tried to change and sell another author's work. And the books were copied and sold without permission from the author. But at the time there were no specific copyright laws, and so the county started regulating works by enforcing copyright law. The copyright law protects creators' intellectual property from theft and ignorant people, and it is actually making balance between sharing intellectual property and protecting intellectual property, also between creator and consumer. However, the copyright law is very vague about the borderline of borrowing and copying, so it is hard for the people to understand if it's legal or illegal. Copyright law can be very creator-friendly and harmful at the same time. While the creator does not have to go through the rigorous process to gain copyright for his or her product, the standards required to qualify for a copyright is very strict and anal. There are many benefits you gain from copyrighting your work. As the author of your work, only you have the right to do any of the following. 1. Make copies or distribute copies of your work. 2. Perform your work publicly, such as for plays, films, dances, or music. 3. Display your work publicly. And 4. Make derivative works, including making modifications, adaptations, or other new uses of a work, or translating the work to another media. In the past, the unclear borderline of copyright law caused a huge dispute that resulted in a lawsuit. Roy Orbison, an artist, made an original music track called Oh Pretty Woman. The conflict started when another artist called Two Life Crew made a remake of the song Oh Pretty Woman without a permission. This case well demonstrated the powers of copyright law and creativity, and the people realized how much copyright law could protect the creator and could make balance between creator and consumer. Overall, Roy Orbison, the original maker of the song Oh Pretty Woman, brought forth a lawsuit against Two Life Crew's remake version of Oh Pretty Woman. However, Two Life Crew won the court case. Supreme Court said Two Life Crew's purpose to remake this song was applied to fair use. Now, what is fair use and how did it allow Two Life Crew to get away with this unfair use of this song? Fair use is a limitation and exception to the exclusive right granted by copyright law to the author of a creative work. In United States copyright law, fair use is a doctrine that permits limited use of the copyrighted material without acquiring permission from the right holders. Example of fair use includes commentaries, search engines, criticism, parody, news reporting, research, teaching, library archiving, and scholarship. It provides for the legal, unlicensed citation or incorporation of copyrighted material in another author's work under a four-factor balancing test.
So, it's really a case-by-case basis, but I definitely think that I have free downloads of a lot of my images on my website, that if it is used as a tool of communication or not for profit, I'm never going to have a problem with it. And some people have said, you have to protect your mark. And, the things that inspired me to make art were about frequently being irreverent towards the idea of protected marks. So it's, I think that it's all in the spirit of what I do. And the only things that I'm going to go after are real, just straight bootlegging operations.
Overall, there are two types of creators, one who cares about regulating one's work and another who does not care. I believe that it is not the copyright law that decides whether or not using other people's work is legal or illegal, but it is the creator who decides whether he or she will allow their work to be remade and used for benefits for the society.